Black Panther Wakanda Forever ending explained. The resolution of the central conflict of the film has the potential to make for an alliance that could mark the end of fighting between would-be friends, or it could merely be the beginning of yet more conflict on the horizon. We've got a breakdown of all this and more that plays out. What really went down in the climactic scenes of the Black Panther sequel? Black Panther Wakanda Forever shows that moving on to the next chapter can be a chapter in and of itself, taking the graceful story from the first film and building on it in unexpected ways. This feels like the story director Ryan Coogler was always going to tell, a story that has only become more poignant due to the death of Chadwick Boseman, star of the first Black Panther film. Wakanda Forever follows the various women who were close to T'Challa Boseman as they grieve his loss. At the same time, their nation faces multiple threats as a result of T'Challa's decision to enlighten the rest of the world about Wakanda's real power. However, T'Challa's sister Shuri's Letitia Wright path to healing doesn't truly reveal itself until the last act of the movie when she attempts to recreate the heart-shaped herb. How did T'Challa die? Death is just another step on the journey. While the whole cast and crew of Black Panther are responsible for the movie's explosive success, star Chadwick Boseman helped to turn King T'Challa into one of the most beloved characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, after Boseman died after a battle with cancer, we were all left wondering if Wakanda could survive without its king. Instead of recasting the part or removing King T'Challa from the picture, Black Panther Wakanda Forever deals with Boseman's death in universe. That's because King T'Challa also dies in the MCU and in a similar fashion to the star that helped build the iconic character. So how does King T'Challa die in Wakanda Forever? The opening scene of Black Panther Wakanda Forever follows Shuri as she races against the clock to develop a synthetic substitute for the heart-shaped herb. The whole crop of the plant was burned down by Killmonger in the first film. Shuri believes the miraculous plant that gives the Black Panther their powers might be the key to saving her brother, who's suffering from a mysterious disease. Unfortunately, Shuri doesn't come up with a solution fast enough, and T'Challa ends up going to the ancestral plane. Wakanda Forever never reveals which disease took King T'Challa's life, but we learn in the movie that the hero hid his illness from family and friends until the last minute. T'Challa didn't want to worry anyone before his time came, which meant bearing the pain alone while something ate him from the inside out. That noble gesture mimics Boseman's real-life struggle against colon cancer. The actor's death was shocking because we didn't know he had been suffering for so long. Most of us only learned about his colon cancer once his family announced his tragic passing. Now the question is, who rules Wakanda? Once more, the kingdom of Wakanda is now facing yet more questions about its future and role in the world. Making things even more complicated is that the throne is now open for the taking. It doesn't seem as though Shuri particularly wants to rule now that she has lost both her mother and her brother, so we're now thinking about who it is that could take on the role in her place. That throne has changed hands many times in just a few years. After Chadwick Boseman's tragic passing and Marvel Studios' decision never to recast T'Challa, fans were eager to know who would be the next Black Panther. However, T'Challa was more than the protector of Wakanda, as he also sat on the throne of the powerful African nation, and with the king gone, we are left wondering who rules Wakanda now. First with the death of King T'Chaka John Kani, then with the snap, and finally with the events of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. The throne of Wakanda changed hands multiple times in a few years. So, now that Wakanda Forever is available in theaters, let's examine the country's complicated political history. Thanos' attack did more than destroy Wakanda's capital. It also took their king. When Thanos collects all the Infinity Stones and snaps his fingers, the Mad Titan wipes out half of the sentient life in the universe. Thanos says his decision is impassionate since the people who die are chosen randomly. However, it was still heartbreaking to see some of our favorite heroes depart, including King T'Challa. It takes 5 years for the Avengers to reverse Thanos' snap, and during that time, T'Challa's mother, Queen Ramonda Angela Bassett, took over the throne to keep Wakanda safe. When T'Challa returns from the snap, Wakanda thinks their suffering has ended, but their king dies, definitely, shortly after coming back due to a mysterious disease. Now, T'Challa is on the ancestral plane, and Queen Ramonda once more takes the throne of Wakanda. Wakanda Forever reveals how Ramonda does an excellent job of showing Wakanda's might to the world, but her reign also ends abruptly. This is it from Black Panther. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you liked the video.